There's a recording of Joe Pass playing with Oscar Peterson, and they're doing a song called Just Friends. And Joe Pass plays the melody to the song up front, and then he goes into his solo toward the end of that melody. And so to lead into his first chorus of his solo, and I believe the chord is a C7, he plays this lick. Now, there's a couple of interesting things about that. The first is the chromaticism. To sort of target this G note. And he's going strict chromaticism from E flat down to all the way to B flat. And so the D to E flat figure at the beginning of that C7 chord is kind of a bluesy sound. The other thing that he does in there that I think is really interesting is this descending major second idea. And it feels like he's targeting this F note, and I think that's a really effective way to do that. That's something that we also hear in a lot of other players, that descending interval. Sometimes it's a third. In this particular case, it's a second. Pat Metheny, in a solo in Solar, plays an idea that's something like this over an F minor 7 chord to B flat. I think it's key of E flat. He plays this idea or something similar to this. And the line continues. Something like that. But he's doing major thirds descending chromatically. And so forth. So I put those two things together, the chromaticism that Joe Pass uses at the beginning of his line, and then the descending thirds. That's, again, a common device that we hear, and put those together and kind of created what you might call a perpetual motion exercise. Again, it's strict eighth notes, so rhythmically it's boring and it sounds very academic, and something you would maybe use to get these sounds under your fingers. So over a C7 chord, you could play something like this.